Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Shola's Mentorship Blueprint podcast, a platform where we explore leadership that inspires, transforms, and leaves a legacy. I am Olushola Odubanjo. I remain your host for today. I'm so glad you're here today because this conversation is one that every experienced leader needs to hear. Today, we're talking about something close to my heart: how experienced leaders can mentor emerging leaders with patience and passion. And here's the reminder I want us to carry throughout this episode. Someone mentored you before you got where you are. Yes, someone mentored you before you got where you are. No matter your profession, whether you're a CEO, a teacher, an engineer, a nurse, a creative director, your journey was shaped by the people who took time to guide you. And now it's your turn to do the same for someone else. We'll start by discussing why mentorship matters. Let's start with the obvious but often forgotten truth. None of us gets to the top alone. Every leader you admire, yes, even the ones who seem larger than life, had help along the way. I think back to my own early career when I didn't have all the answers. And let's be honest, I still don't. But I had people who believed in me, challenged me, and gave me opportunities to grow. One mentor in particular didn't just teach me how to do my job. She taught me how to think, how to lead, and how to believe in myself when I wasn't sure I could succeed. Mentorship creates a ripple effect. When you invest in someone's growth, you're not just helping them, not at all. You're actually impacting the people they will lead in the future. It's a chain reaction of growth, knowledge, and inspiration. And here's the beautiful thing: mentorship is universal. Whether you're in corporate finance, the arts, healthcare, hospitality, or tech, the principles of guiding with patience and leading with passion don't change. Now, the power of patience. Let's talk about patience because it's the one quality every mentor must master. Patience means remembering that learning is a process, not a performance. Imagine leaders will make mistakes. We all did. They will need to ask the same question twice. That shouldn't be a crime. Sometimes they will try something and fail, and that's okay. Think back. Weren't you once that eager professional who was full of ideas but still finding your way? I could remember vividly early in my career. I made a presentation and I thought that was brilliant. I nailed it. Until my mentor gently pointed out that it was twice as long as it needed to be and half as clear. She didn't shame me. She sat with me, walked me through it, and helped me understand how to improve. That patience didn't just make me a better presenter, it made me a better listener and a better leader. For you to know, patience builds trust. It says to your mentee, I believe in you enough to give you space to grow. Now, here are a few ways you can actively practice patience in mentorship. Listen more than you speak. We often hear this, but do we actually practice it? Sometimes they don't need an answer right away. They just need to process out loud. Celebrate progress, not perfection. The small wins add up to big transformation. Don't measure them against your own journey. Avoid comparing. You need to measure them against their own growth. It's not about you, it's about them. When you lead with patience, you give someone permission to learn without fear. Now, leading with passion. Patience alone isn't enough. If patience is the foundation of mentorship, then passion is the fire that makes it meaningful. Passion means showing up fully invested, not just in the work, but in the person you're mentoring. It's about living, it's about believing in their potential even before they see it themselves. When you lead with passion, your energy becomes contagious. I've seen mentees light up simply because their mentor believed in an idea they had. Sometimes what emerging leaders need most is not a roadmap. It's someone that stands beside them and say, yes, you can do this, and I'll walk with you until you do. Here's how you can bring some passion into your mentorship. Share your why. Let them see what drives you and why you care about your work. Show genuine curiosity. Ask about their goals, their dreams, and challenges, not just the tasks at hand. If you treat every challenge as an opportunity, they will learn to do the same. Remember, your passion doesn't just teach them how to lead, it inspires them to want to lead. Reflection and responsibility. Let's pause and reflect for a moment. Who mentored you? What lessons did they leave with you? How did their guidance shape who you are today? Let's think about that. I bet you can remember specific conversations because I do. Some gestures or moments of encouragement that still stick with you years later. That's the power of mentorship. It lasts. And now, as an experienced leader, you carry a responsibility, not an obligation born out of guilt, but a calling born out of gratitude. You get to pass on what you've learned. You get to shape the leaders who will come after you. Mentoring is not about creating a clone of yourself. Shall I repeat that? Mentoring is not about creating a clone of yourself. It's about equipping someone to walk their own path, stronger, wiser, and more confident because you were part of their journey. So here's my challenge to you. Identify one emerging leader you can invest in. It doesn't have to be formal. It could be inviting a junior colleague for coffee and asking about their goals. It could be offering feedback on a project. It could be simply telling them, I believe in you. Because leadership isn't just about the title you hold. It's about the people you lift up along the way. Someone did it for you. Now it's your turn. I'll leave you with this thought. Mentorship is not just about giving advice. It's about investing time and passion into the growth of someone else's potential. Now, this brings us to the end of today's episode. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this episode resonated with you, kindly like, subscribe, and share it with another leader who could use the reminder. And remember, patience builds trust, passion inspires growth, and together they create leaders worth following. And hey, let's keep this conversation going. Drop your thoughts, questions, or mentorship stories in the comment sections below. I'll be here reading, replying, and learning right alongside you. Let's inspire each other, support each other, and keep building a community of leaders who lead with both patience and passion. And if you need guidance or just a word of encouragement, reach out. You're not alone in this journey. Because at the end of the day, great leaders just don't create followers, they create more leaders. Let's create them together. Until next time, take care